Hello there. Today I thought I would show everybody around kind of a normal setup for one of my shows. So today is Epic Rock. I have just set up all my presets and things to show you what the kind of normal routine would be and like my station and things like that. So let me show you first my costumes. So this is where I'd usually preset next to me my costumes that I'll be changing into during the show. This show actually has the least amount of costumes for quick changes and stuff. So it's quite a small pile. Then I've got a jacket. I usually put all my jackets on the back of my chair because it's easier to just like pull them off and get them back on again, and it's like nicer to store them really so they don't get all crimpled, especially that one because it's like plastic. Then this basket we usually use during the show, quick changes. So once you strip something off, you just put it in the basket once you're doing a quick change. But at the beginning of this show, I always put in all of the costumes that I'll be wearing right from the beginning. So at the top of the show, I'll be wearing all of this. There's shorts, a corset, a bra, my tights, some spats that go over my shoes, a long skirt, and there's my shoes, and there's also a leather bracelet on there. So that's my costumes. Then my hair pieces, I have quite a few. These are all the ones for Epic Rock, so they're just like different colours, like blue and browns, because I'm the blue track. There's another drawer full of my hair extensions for the 80s. I also wear these in my hair, it's like a fringe in the front. And then I use rollers to make my quiff bigger. Because it saves on my hair, back brushing and things like that. It just gives it a nice bit of volume. And then moving on to my makeup, this is kind of how I like to set up my station at the beginning of the evening. And then these are just some other things I guess that I just think are my kind of essentials. I've got my headphones up here that I use, like I can use them when I'm getting ready sometimes, so if in case like I just want a bit of peace and quiet because there's 4 of us in this dressing room. This is where I keep my jewellery, just on a little stand there, so I don't forget it. Then I usually have like some drinks. I've got my cup here, bakey vibes, with my silicone straw, because sometimes I like to use my, there it is, vegan kind of like energizer, try and stay away from like, you know, normal energy drinks because they're not that good for you. But this is like natural caffeine by Vega Sport, and it's acai berry flavour, and it actually is really good, so I like to put that in there sometimes. And there happens to be a towel animal sat next to me today because the housekeeping team left them in our dressing room, but that's great because he's really cute and it gives me vibes. So in terms of like my station and setting up, that is pretty much everything except my microphones. So these are my mic packs. We put them in our costumes, usually in our knickers at the back, and then that comes up to the headset. You can just see it there. And these are belts that we can put them in. Usually we have pockets in our costumes to put them in, but sometimes we can use a belt because it kind of smooths it out a bit more. So I try not to pack too heavy. I mean, I have got a lot of stuff, but like it's not fun carrying like a massive bag up and down the stairs. I have my drawers. My drawers are a bit messy, but I'll just kind of show you what I can. So there's just like dry shampoos, heat protection spray, KT tape, makeup wipes. I don't usually like to use like makeup wipes that aren't kind of natural, but I usually use these ones if I just happen to be up here and want to take off like my glitter or something, because it's got quite a lot of oil in these. But I only really use them for like around my eyes because they're not very good for my skin. I've got bun nets in here, which I've had since I started the contract but never used. Got some talc, really good for the chub rub, or actually as dry shampoo if you have a run out. I've got at the minute Aussie Mega Hairspray, 24-hour flexible hold. I find the Aussie range actually, there's just some hairbands in here, it's not very exciting. Yeah, I find that the Aussie range actually for my hair is really, really good. We have it in England, but it seems to be like a lot more expensive than it is here. but to stay in place. But also I found, because I used to wash my hair every single day after coming back from the gym when I was at home, and I found that actually washing it less is a lot better for it. It doesn't seem to get greasy as quickly. I mean, I've literally been in bed today, so it doesn't look great now, but like, it doesn't seem to be as greasy as quickly, and it seems a bit stronger. And also the water on ships is a lot of chlorine in it, so I try not to like wash my hair that frequently. It's doing fine. I actually opened this show today with Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin, and I wear a big cape and I usually trip up on it, and it's great. I love the number. It's really kind of mysterious. It's a really good way to open the show. It kind of captures everyone's focus, and then after that it kind of gets a bit more wacky and everyone goes mental, and there's so much like soul and just general head banging and rocking out. So it's about 4:45 right now. Our sound check is at 6 o'clock. I'm just about to start doing my makeup, and then I'm gonna go and do my warm-up probably about 5:30. So that gives me 45 minutes to do my makeup and as much of my hair as I can. I usually do the rest of my hair after the soundtrack, so I have about an hour then until the show. So I'm just gonna get started and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I've just finished doing my makeup. This is my finished look for today. Not done my hair yet because I was chatting. I have some water and I'm just about to start doing my warm-up. I usually do my warm-up about half an hour before the show, and some people like to do long warm-ups and like do a bit here and there throughout the day, but I usually find that just talking and things throughout the day helps me to warm up enough, and then I try and do about 15 to 20 minutes like hardcore warm-ups. I have a really good warm-up. I'm not going to show you any today because it's actually a program that I use by Christopher David Mitchell, and I'll put the link down below, and I find it really, really good. It's got a lot of kind of new techniques that I'd never really tried before in my training, and yeah, so that's what I use, and it's really good, and it really helps me to just loosen up everything and allows me to kind of just open up my voice to find like all the placements that I need to use throughout this show, but also helps me to maintain like my legit kind of strength, because I don't really use that on this contract, but I find that doing these warm-ups really helps me with that. Okay, so hair is now done. It's quite hard to see at this angle actually. There's a lot of back brushing involved. Hair pieces have got a nice quiff going on. And then, yeah, just a lot of grips, and this is where I put my rollers, and there's one there and there's one in the back. I don't have any hair pieces that are my colour, just blue for this show, but usually recently I've been crimping my hair because it gives it more kind of volume without having to back brush it so much, but yeah.
Why is there so much blue?
So I've just touched up my makeup. I'll probably respray and re-backcomb my hair after I've had something to eat. I'm gonna have a lot of water because it's a very sweaty show, as I've said. And I usually start packing away like the makeup that I don't need anymore in between the shows. And I think I'm gonna have some fruit, maybe a PB&J sandwich, and generally just relax. In the break, we usually get a little buffet outside, and we have some like fruit and carrot sticks and stuff, and normally some sandwiches, and sometimes I like to take my Tupperware and fill it up. So that's exactly what I've done. I had 1/2 of a peanut butter jelly sandwich. I have some gluten-free brownie bark, which I might have a little bit of, and a lot of fluids.